Welcome back. He says he dared to speak about homophobia in his native Iran and barely escaped with his life. Now meet the blogger turned activist who's quickly becoming an international ambassador for gay Iranians around the world. Arsham Antoine has his story.
Arsham Parsi may not look like an outlaw, but believe it or not, for many people in Iran, this 27-year-old is public enemy number one. Why? Well, for one thing, his very existence is an embarrassment to the Iranian government.
In Iran, we don't have homosexuals like in your country.
You see, Parsi is openly gay in a country where homosexuality is punishable by death. He's also actively testing the limits of the government in Tehran. Needless to say, he's made a few enemies.
I received many threat messages from the people in Iran or outside of Iran. That means if you don't stop your activities, we will kill you. It's, they are part of the homophobic community. But I don't mind, I know that this is right, this is an important cause, so I have to struggle for it.
A struggle reflected in these photos. Gay men and women allegedly beaten and tortured. Parsi started speaking out in 2001 after 3 of his gay friends committed suicide.
And it was a very hard time for me. My close friend committed suicide just for who they are.
So he started to blog. His little website, gaypersianboy.com, quickly became a virtual safe haven for others like him throughout the Middle East, growing from 5 to 5,000 members in just 3 years. When these photos surfaced in 2005, the world was outraged. Parsi found himself catapulted into the international spotlight, the only witness willing to come forward about the crimes at home.
But if you think Parsi's on a jihad against Iran, you're mistaken. In fact, he says that hearing Westerners talk negatively about his country is particularly hard to hear.
When people talking against my country, I'm so angry because they don't know our culture, they don't know our language, and they think the Western lifestyle can fit in Iran, but it doesn't work.
So these days, Parsi is working overtime, campaigning across Europe, Canada, and the United States, all in an effort to expose the truth.
I have to go to Montreal for a conference, in November to Vienna for International Gay and Lesbian Associations general meeting, and God knows in December.
Oh, God. Are you tired?
No, I'm not tired.
Surprising words from a man who won't be resting easy anytime soon. Chagmion Antoine, CBS News on Logo, New York.
All right, well, that does it for this week's CBS News on Logo. Next week, I'm going to be coming to you from Beijing, China. I'll be there covering the Olympics. I'm Jason Bellini. This reminder, you can catch the headlines anytime at 365gay.com.